All right, welcome to this week's private class with me, Teacher Tiffani, and I have an amazing student with me. This week, I'm going to be teaching Yelisa. Yelisa, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Teacher Tiffany. Thank you for inviting me again to this private class. I feel awesome.
I love it. I love it. Yes, this is literally a special class because Yelisa is one of our student leaders, and there are other student leaders in the program, Daily English Lessons Membership. But today, Yelisa was the only one able to join. So I'm looking forward to helping you immensely, Yelisa. So I'm glad. I'm glad. Of course. So we're going to jump right in. I am going to just briefly say what our topic is, and we're going to dive right in. Yelisa has the PDF that we're going to be using for this class. But our topic, to jump right in this week, our topic is movies. We're talking about movies. So before we get into our first term, Yelisa, let me ask you a question. Do you like watching movies?
Yes, I like to watch movies,
Yeah.
but sometimes I don't have the time to sit down.
Exactly. Family and work, you get a little too busy, right?
Yeah,
Do
but
you
I
have a
like it.
favorite? Do you have a favorite movie?
Wow. Um,
Uh-oh, I think it froze for a second.
favorite movie.
Uh-huh.
I'm breaking my brain right now.
I love
I'm
it. Good
here.
use. Good
I'm
use.
breaking my brain right now.
Uh-huh.
But you know, there is a movie
Uh-huh.
a long time ago that
Uh-huh.
I watched.
Uh-huh.
It was a pretty woman scene that I don't like, but the most of that
Uh-oh. I think the
I like it.
connection
It's
the
the
connection went out a little bit, but I think you said Pretty Woman?
yeah, it had some scenes that I don't like, but some of them, the majority I like it.
Yes, I understand exactly what you're saying. It went out a little bit, but yes, Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts. I also like her as an actress, and you're right. Some of the scenes weren't the best, but she acted well. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, Pretty Woman. I love it. I love it. So there are many different movies, right? And one thing for you as an English learner and for the person watching this conversation, this class, or listening to it needs to understand is the multitude of words and expressions and idioms that can be used when we're talking about movies. So I want to start off with this term, okay? The first term is premiere. And so I'm going to ask you, since it's just you and I want you to please repeat after me, Elisa. Premiere.
Premiere,
Excellent. Again after me. Premiere.
premiere,
Very good. Last time after me. Premiere.
premiere.
Very good. Now, this term premiere is a term we use whenever we speak about movies. So let me explain what this term actually means. It refers to the public, but specifically the first public showing or performance of a movie, often marked by a special ceremony or celebration. So, in other words, when a movie first comes out, when the movie is about to be shown in the theaters, right? The very first public showing of that movie, many times they'll get the actors together, the actresses, and then maybe the directors and those who supported the movie, and they'll actually show it in a public area. This is the premiere, okay? In English, we say the movie premiere. Again, the key right here, the first public showing of a movie, right? So we could say, the movie premiere really brought a lot of people together and people were excited to see it. The movie premiere, the first public showing. So I want to make sure, does that kind of make sense? Premiere?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few example sentences, and then I'm going to have you make your own sentences, okay? All right, so here's the first example sentence using this term. The movie premiere attracted numerous celebrities and film critics. Again, the movie premiere attracted numerous celebrities and film critics. Here's the next sentence. Fans camped outside the theater for days before the premiere of the highly anticipated sequel. Again, fans camped outside. They stayed outside all night, outside of the theater for days. Why? Before the premiere of the highly anticipated sequel. They were looking forward to seeing the follow-up movie. And finally, the director was nervous but excited at the premiere of his first feature film. Again, the director was nervous but excited at the premiere of his first feature film. All right, so just to make sure. So now you understand how this term premiere is used. So you have the special opportunity now, since it's just you, to give some example sentences, not just one. So using the term premiere, can you try to make a sentence, Yelisa?
Let me try.
Okay.
You know, Dominican people are when I say making their own movies, and when they show their premiere, the reporters and critics are usually outside to speak with them, with the actors and the actresses.
Yes, when they usually have the movie premieres, the movie critics usually speak to the actors and actresses outside. Excellent, very good. I'm glad to hear more movies are being made in the DR. I love it. I love it. Okay, good. All right, so that's a great example. Can you give me another one using the term premiere?
Okay. The ballet school showed to the.
Oh no, it went out a little bit. I think we've lost a little bit of the connection.
Against the premiere for. The internet is unstable today. I don't know why.
It's okay. It's a real class. It's
anyway,
all right.
Let's move on.
Yeah, go for it.
What I was saying. The ballet school was showing their premiere to the audience for the next season.
Good. Yeah.
I don't know. I get confused because God. But let me rephrase.
Sure.
So, okay. The ballet school was showing their premiere to the to the audience for the next season of the year.
Good. Next season of the year. And which type of school? The ballad? You're saying ballad?
The ballad, yeah.
Ballad, like a music, like a song, right? A ballad?
The ballad of the person who dances with.
Oh, ballet. Yes. Okay.
Ballet.
I was hearing ballad. Ballad is like a song. And so I was like, oh, okay, ballad. I hadn't taught you that word, but yes, the ballet. So again, after me, ballet.
Okay,
yeah, good, good.
Ballet.
Ballet, good.
Ballet.
I love that. The ballet school was showing the premiere to the audience for the next or the new season. Good. Maybe they created a movie. They have a movie premiere about their ballet school. I love it. Now, I know the internet keeps going in and out, so hopefully those watching and those listening, you're still benefiting. Don't worry. All right. So we understand the term premiere, right? This is a very useful word when we're speaking about movies. Now, I want to help you understand this next term, all right? This next term as we move on. This is actually an expression, all right? An expression. Now, this expression is steal the show. So I want you to repeat after me. Steal the show. Uh-oh, I think it froze a little bit. So this is what we'll do. I have the person watching repeat after me. Steal the show.
Steal that show.
Good. And not cho, but show. So again, steal the show.
Steal that show.
And we're going to be a little softer with that SH, all right, for the SH. So instead of cho, it's show. Let's see. All right, so we'll do, okay, so the person watching me or listening to me after me, show.
Show.
Good, good,
Show.
show. Good, good. All right, and again, steal the show.
Steal the show.
Very good, very good. All right, now this is an expression we use very often in English. So I'll explain it and then I'll come back and get some examples from you. All right, so steal the show. It literally just refers to attracting the most attention and praise in a performance or situation. Attracting the most attention, right? So let's say you are actually at a performance. Let's say you go to that ballet school, right? And at that ballet school, they have all the little ballerinas. Maybe they're about 7 or 8 years old. They're very young and they've just learned the new movements, right? Maybe they're spinning a certain way. They're just getting on their toes the right way. And there are about 50 little girls up front, right? The boys will come next. So we have the little girls up front. But there's one little girl. And this little girl, she is doing amazing. This little girl is moving her body perfectly. She's jumping, she's smiling, and everyone starts looking at that little girl. Even though there are 50 little girls, all eyes are on that one little girl. In this situation, since all of the attention is on her, in English, we would say she stole the show. Why? Because she attracted the most attention. She stole the show. Now, does that kind of make sense? Oh, I think it froze again.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Stole the show.
Yeah, she stole the show. Yes. Yeah. So again, attracting the most attention. So let me ask you this before I get into the example sentences. When you were growing up, Yelisa, and let's say you were part of a performance, were you the individual who would steal the show, or did you have a friend who would steal the show? Uh-oh, I think it froze again.
I had a friend that usually stole the show. I had a friend. Oh my God.
It's okay. Go ahead. It's all right.
Not good. I had a friend that usually stole the show because she was a person that was very outgoing.
Uh-huh.
And stole the show.
I love it. I love it. There's always one or two kids that will steal the show. So I love it. Okay, so you understand, again, like getting the most attention. So let's check out these example sentences. Great example with your friend, all right, of your friend. Here's the first example sentence using this expression. The supporting actress stole the show with her brilliant performance. Next, the special effects in the movie stole the show, leaving audiences amazed. And finally, despite having a small role, the young actor stole the show with his memorable scenes. All right, so we understand this use of stealing the show, or past tense, stole the show. So, Yelisa, are you ready to give some example sentences? Let's see. Hopefully the internet is coming back. Let's see. All right, Yelisa, are you ready to give an example sentence?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Go for it.
Washington.
One more time.
I think it's Denzel Washington. It's an actor.
Uh-huh.
His name is Denzel Washington.
Yes, Denzel Washington. Uh-huh.
Yeah. He usually stole the show when
oh no. When he's performing. When he's performing.
His movies.
His movies. Got you. Yes. Denzel Washington usually steals the show when he's acting in his movies, right? Or he stole the show whenever he performed on stage or in a movie. Excellent. Yes, Denzel Washington does steal the show. He's a very good actor. Good. Do you have one more example sentence for us?
Yeah. Let me check.
No problem.
Christmas time. At Christmas time, we have a choir, a Christian choir.
Oh, choir. Choir.
A choir. A
Yeah.
Christmas choir.
Yes.
And
Oh
The
no.
little, the little children stole the show.
Uh-huh.
Their performs.
I love it. I love it. At your church, you have a Christmas choir, and the leader, the choir director's children, stole the show.
So yeah.
I love it. I love it. That means they sing very well or they're a very good performance. I love it. Excellent. So you understand this term. Again, this expression we use in English, steal the show. So we have two so far. The first one, again, premiere, and the second one
Premiere.
being steal the show. Excellent, excellent. All right. Now we have an idiom. We have an idiom that is very useful when we're speaking about movies, or honestly, it can be used in many situations. So this idiom is cut to the chase. So can you repeat after me? Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
Good. All right. Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
Good. Last time after me. Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
Good, the chase. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to break this down very quickly for you and those watching or listening. All right. Cut to the chase. It literally just refers to getting directly to the point, leaving out unnecessary details, getting right to the point. So let's say, for example, right now I am teaching you and the person watching, the person listening, new English terms, how to use them properly and what they mean. But instead of me teaching, if I said, okay, so let's just talk, hey, how's life? How are things going for you? It would be a good conversation, but at some point you'd say, I kind of want to learn something. Can we cut to the chase? Now, I will say this. We have to be very careful when we use this idiom. You don't want to offend someone. So if someone's speaking to you, you don't want to say, hey, can you cut to the chase? That can be a little bit rude. It's kind of saying, hey, I don't care what you're saying. I want to hear the main idea, right? But you can say it on your own when you're speaking, like, hey, you know what? Let me cut to the chase. That's totally okay. So I can say as your English teacher, all right, I want to cut to the chase. I want to make sure I give you everything you need based on this topic. So let's cut to the chase. So for this idiom, it's okay to use it when you are speaking. Or you can use it when you're speaking about somebody who said something in the past. Like I was speaking to Brandon. It was a great conversation. And then he decided to cut to the chase and he told me the most important information. That's okay. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. Because
Perfect.
it can be rude, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a very good idiom, but you have to be very careful. So good. All right. So you understand cut to the chase. Now, let me ask you this before I get to the example sentences. Are you an individual who likes to cut to the chase, or does it take you a long time to cut to the chase?
It depends on the situation or what I'm doing. Because I usually like to have details in certain things, but sometimes I just need to cut to the chase and go to the point.
Excellent. Excellent. I like that you used it in your response. Yes, I'm the same. Sometimes I like to give extra details and sometimes I like to cut to the chase. Very good. Excellent job. All right. So I'm going to give you some example sentences. Here's the first example sentence using this idiom. Let's cut to the chase. This movie is definitely worth watching. Again, I'm saying it now. Hey, let's cut to the chase. This movie is definitely worth watching. Here's the second example sentence. The director chose to cut to the chase in the opening scene, immediately grabbing the audience's attention, going right to the main point. And finally, instead of a long explanation, the critic cut to the chase with his straightforward review. He went right to the point. All right. So again, we use this when we're saying, hey, I want to get to the point. I don't want to have any extra details, any unnecessary details. I just want to give you the main point or the main information. Cut to the chase. So, Elisa, let me ask you, can you give me an example sentence using cut to the chase or an example situation?
Yes, when I explain in my thesis at university.
Mm-hmm.
My professor asked me at the time that I need to cut to the chase and explain, the main point, to cut
Good,
to the chase
good, good.
with my thesis.
Good, good. Yes, excellent example. He told you, hey, please cut to the chase. What is the main point? What are the main points? Excellent example. I love it. I love it. Okay. Can you give us one more example? One more example. And I want to say something real quick before you give your example. This is amazing. It's not easy for English learners to be the only one in a class and have to give a response immediately and have really no time to think a lot. So I want to commend you. You're doing very well. And I know the person watching this or listening to this is being inspired. So we're ready for your next example, Yelisa. Go for it. What's your next example? I think the internet went out a little bit, but I think you're coming back. All right. So what's your next example, Yelisa?
Thank you for your compliment.
Compliment. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Compliment. Your
Yeah.
compliment.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Uh, I was thinking about this, but some close friends that maybe can joke with you
Yes.
can can say that,
Yes.
hey, just let's cut to the chase.
Yes.
Because we are funny people if we can do it, and we are not going to get offended. Sometimes when I with the friends
Yes.
and we are just talking too much, and they say me, hey, let's go to the chase. Let's go
Very
to the chase.
good. Very good example and very true. Yes, with your friends, come on, man, cut to the chase. What are you saying? Yes, very good example. I love it. Cutting to the chase when you were doing your thesis, giving your thesis, defending it, and also with friends. Excellent examples. Excellent. All right, let's do a quick quiz. I know it's only you, so you have nobody to lean on, but all right, I want you to think about this and don't look at your notes. So, yesterday,
Okay.
I know you have your notes with you. Okay, so yesterday, true story, my family and we went to see a movie. And the movie was very good. It was a movie for my nieces. And the movie was really good. Now, the movie theater wasn't packed, but there were quite a few people there because it's a popular movie. But I'm sure when this movie came out the first time, the movie theater was packed. When a movie comes out the first time and it shows publicly, what is that called again?
Premiere.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. I realized as I was explaining the term that I was giving lots of details, and I really wanted to just focus on the main details. I wanted to do what?
To cut to the chase.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. And this is a true story. So when my niece, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we went to her Christmas program. There were probably about 100 kids on the stage. But my niece put on a performance. She was singing and moving and just smiling. She was so cute. What did she do? She
Stole the show.
Very good. She stole the show. Excellent, excellent. She did steal the show. We were all like, wow, she's having a great time. So she did really good. She did really good. All right, excellent job. Okay, so we have these 3 terms, Elisa. Again, you just mentioned premiere, you mentioned steal the show, and also cut to the chase. Now, what I'd like to do is go over a few discussion questions related to movies. So here's the question I'd like to ask you first, Yelisa. In your opinion, what role do movies play in shaping our culture and society? You know, I taught you these 3 terms related to movies, but in your opinion, you're in the DR, Dominican Republic, I'm in America, and we have students listening and watching this conversation, this class, from all around the world. But movies are popular all around the world. So in your opinion, Elisa, once again, what role do you think movies play in shaping our culture and society? What are your thoughts?
Wow. Movies plays an important role in our society, because sometimes the way that the actors and actresses are acting is like a model, and sometimes our children, teenagers, and also adults person are following them, their
Yes.
actors. They don't, sometimes they don't pay attention that they're just, it's not real. It's not a real
Mm.
word.
Yeah.
It's, it's just a movie. But
Yeah.
person transmit this experience or this behavior to the real life. So
Mm.
movies and also the directors needs to be aware of this
Yeah.
because it can have a great impact in our life.
Great answer and great point. I really agree with you. Yeah. It can have a really big impact on our life. I like that answer. Okay, let me ask you this next question then. That was a great answer. So then, how has the movie watching experience changed with the rise of streaming platforms? Again, how has the movie watching experience changed with the rise of streaming platforms? For example, we have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime Videos, we have Hulu, we have all of these streaming platforms. So, in your opinion, how has movie watching changed now that we have so many streaming platforms? What do you think?
It had changed a lot eventually because when you have this access in your own place at home, you can use Netflix or whatever platform, not just going out to a theater or to a movie theater.
Yeah.
For me, in my opinion, it changed a lot.
Mm,
I can I can have access and right here at home without going out.
yeah, it's true. It's very true.
It's not, I prefer the other one because it was a really great time that you can hang out with your family, and not just watch the movie. But now stay at home. Maybe you can be alone. You don't have this kind of connection with
Yeah.
people and share. It changed a lot for me.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I think it did change a lot. And the previous way, you actually were together a bit more. I agree. I agree. Okay, then let me ask you one more question then. In your opinion, what makes a movie memorable? Right? There are so many movies that come out, but what makes a movie memorable for you and why? Earlier, we were talking about movies and you mentioned Pretty Woman, right? But what makes a movie memorable for you?
Well, because Pretty Woman is a very old movie,
Yeah.
but actually I was watching a series. It's
Yeah.
a teenager series about ballet, and but it's a series.
Hmm.
But what really like from movies and is very enjoyable for me is when I have this kind of connection when they are showing real life,
Yeah.
and especially in families in our society that really touch my heart. And
Mm,
sometimes I have a heartbreaking with this story, and sometimes I cry because I identify myself with the story. So this kind of movie are so memorable for me. They're a movie, I don't remember the name because oh my gosh, I have a memory like a sieve sometimes. I forgot the name.
no problem.
And but it's a movie about when someone uh, raped a child
Uh huh. Kidnapped?
from kidnap a child
Yeah.
from their home, and this
Mm,
guy is literally trying to find this those children, two children,
yeah.
and in that country I don't remember the name, but this movie really touched my heart because I could not imagine being in that situation.
Yeah.
So it was so. memorable for me to remember that kind of scene and be so careful with my children
Yeah.
to take care of them and not be so naive. Sometimes we are naive with another person
Yeah, we are
and with
naive. You're right.
yeah, and with our children we need to pay attention to every single need to get them alone or confide in people who maybe they seem good people but they are not.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Wow, excellent response. Excellent job, Yelisa. I enjoyed this class. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
I love it. Okay, so we're going to wrap up, but I want to ask you this last thing. Out of the three things you learned today, the three terms, which one would you say is the one you liked the most and you want to use when the class is over?
Stole the show.
Stole the show. Yes, that steal the show is a good one. Past tense, stole the show, and then steal the show present tense for those watching and listening. Excellent job. Yelisa, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. We'll be together in our next class too.
My pleasure.
All right, bye.
Bye.